students, today's agenda is to check homework. We'll be writing numbers and you will be able to do pages 5, 6, and 7 from Module A. Today, students will be able to write the numerals in words. And this video is in the playlist for this module in English only, but at the end of this video you can see the link in here in Spanglish. Este video va a ser solo en inglés, pero al final del video pueden ver el enlace aquí para los videos en Spanglish, español e inglés. In the previous lesson we learned about place value, and we learned about ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, because you don't say ones, thousands, right? But we do say without the S, 10,000s, 100,000s. And then in here the same, we don't mention this one, just millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. For the writing part, you will not need this, and we will not need the S, and then we will need the thousand, and again, we don't need the S. It will make more sense once we're writing them. In your packet, you have a page, and so we're going to go over the numbers, but if you know them, you can skip this part, just forward this part, and it says number names, and so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then from there you go to 20, but if you want to write 21, you just put 21. So basically you just need to learn from 1 to 19, and then by the tens, you just go ahead and combine each one of these ones with up to 9. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Instead of counting 10, we say 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then we go to 40 and do the same thing. So you do the same thing for every 10. So 20 with 1 through 9, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It sounds like a D, but it's 70, 80, 90, and again 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and then it goes to 100. And again you combine 101, 102, 109, 110, 111, and so it will be the same combinations. Okay, if you need more detail, let me know in the comments below so that I can give more examples, but I think for the most part adults will be familiar with these combinations. Again, from 90 you go to 100, then it goes by 100, 200, so you're combining now this with the 100, right? 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, up until 1000. But the purpose is to write the numbers in words. So, and I'm going to say some examples of where these numbers could apply. 43, maybe you have 43 color pencils. And so for that one, it would use for that one, you would put 4, 3. We don't say 4 tens, 3 ones, but it's just 43 with no name. Okay, so we would write 40, put a dash, and then 3. Okay, so we're combining the 40 and the 3, 43. For the next one, for number 2, maybe somebody earns $567 in a week or something like that. That's money. So what I would like for you to do whenever you have a group of 3 is to circle the first number of those 3. Let me use a different color. So circle the first one and then underline the other 2. So whenever you circle that, you're going to write and say 500. Okay, so in this case it's going to be 5 because that's the number 500. It doesn't have an S. Okay, 500. And then the one that you underline goes together again with a dash, just like we did on the first one. So a 6 and a 7 is 67. 67. Okay. Again, 567. This goes together. The last two will always go together. 2,981. Maybe those represent the expenses for a person. In here we can see that we have a group of 3, which belongs to this last group, and it doesn't have a name in here. Then we have a 2 that belongs in here right before this comma. It belongs to the thousands, but we don't use the S. Okay, so we're going to say 2,000. And then this group, again, there are 3 in the group, so we're going to circle the first one and underline the next 2. So 900, okay, when you circle it is 100. 981. Okay, and if you are not sure with this, again, how to spell it, go to your page. 81. An 8 and a 1 is 81. Okay, so 80-1. I'm going to fold this to make it easier. And again, you might want to be looking at your handout in your packet if you need it, but I'm not going to be putting it and taking it out. Also, I'm not going to be saying examples, but you get the idea, right? That we are using this type of numbers in our lives. Okay, so for the next one, we only see, well, we never start with this number. We always start on the far left, and by grouping them in 3s. So in here we only have 2. We are not going to circle anything. We're just going to underline, and so those go together. This is 52. But it's in not the first to the right, but the second, so it's 52,000, okay? 52,000. And then the next group is 100. See how when we circle, we do need that name, right? We need the 100 in there. But for the group of 2, we don't need any name. So 192. So 52,192. And every time for this group, you always need a dash in there. See how 52 has a dash in the middle? 52 to put them together. 92, okay? So every time you have the underlined in each group of 3, then you put that dash in there. For number 5, this is 1 group, 2 groups in the next one. So 1, 2, 3 in the millions. And so something that I would like to share with you is I searched something about related to population. Hopefully you can see this, but you can just go online and look for worldometer.info, then /world-population-, and this is where you can get. This is in the billions, but then this is similar to the previous number, right? Here we have 13 million deaths this year, 31 million births this year. So these are numbers that are in the bigger range, and so that's how we can relate it to what that number is in the millions. And yes, it's amazing to actually see these numbers. This is the current population of the entire world. I started teaching a unit on population, and it was 7.4 when I first started. I think it was 5 years ago, and see how it's growing. It's about a billion of people, new people coming to the world each year. Okay, so those are just so you can see where we can see this type of huge numbers. Also in economy, in money related. Okay, so number 5, how would you write this number? So in here, again, we start with the farther left. In here, we only have one number, so it's just 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's in the groups of the millions, right? But we're just going to say 7 million. We don't need the S. Then the next group, again, circle the first one to show 100 and underline the 1. When we have a comma, we do need the name, but not this name, but rather this right here. Okay, again, this is in the second group from right to left. So it's going to be 301,000. Okay, 301,000. So 301,000. And it's 1,000 because it's in the groups of 1,000. $557. So 500, because we circled it, 57. Whoops. Let me squish it in. There it is. Okay, so this is how you read it. 7,301,557. So 7,301,557. If we're talking about money, this is how much you would have to pay for a down payment of a house, about here in San Jose, California. Again, 240, right? 240. It's in the group of 1,000. So 240. And then make sure you include 1,000. $368. Okay, so 300 and then 68. 68. In here we didn't need a dash because we don't have a number in here, and we don't write 40 0. Okay. So we have here the units, the thousands, and the millions. Okay, in here we don't have a name, thousands in here, millions. So now we start with the group of millions. So it's going to be 213. Okay, 213 million. Okay, so 213 million. Then again, we circle this and underline the next two, and we say 971,000. So 971,000. And then circle and underline. 400. For these two together is just 7. Okay, notice how again we only put a dash between the ones that are underlined between those two, but we don't put anything related to the 0, so only 7. So in here we only have one number, so it's just 8,000. So 8,000, circle and underline 900, and then 76. 76. Again, when we have two groups and we do have numbers other than 0, that's when we have the two numbers connected with the dash. Number 9. In here we only have a group of 3. And so it's 634. 634. Okay, connected with the dash. We don't have thousands because it's just this first group here. Again, we start on the left. It's just one number. And it's not in this group, nor in this one, but this is in the million. So 5 million. In here, I don't circle the 0 because there is nothing in there. And this together is just 3. And it's on the last number, so it's 3,000. Okay? So 3,000. We don't put a line or dash because it's only one number between these two. The 0, we don't include it. And the last group, it will be 111. Okay, so 5,003,111. This is all for this lesson. If you can please support us by giving us a thumbs up, subscribe around here. This is the link in English for this module. Here is the link to the next video, and around here is going to be in Spanglish. Also, in the description below, you will see, I'll figure out a way to organize many more videos. That way you can have access to more lessons on math. Now you're able to do pages 5, 6, and 7 from Module A, and have fun!